heptovac is always out of stock. Ugh, great start, and I'm just nipped my blinking finger. Nothing is going right at the moment. And you don't win them all, unfortunately. This heifer gave us an extra wee surprise. 2 lovely wee calves. They're absolutely minuscule, but they are both up and soaked, and she spat them out no bother. Well done, lass. So that is calving well underway now. Heifers are doing really well. So it's now time that, now I've got a wee bit of a break between the texels. I'm going to register the calves that we've had born so far. So doing them as a big batch through Herdwatch. This is made so simple through the app. I can just do it straight off my phone. It sends it straight to Scotty ID, and then we get the passports a few days later. So let me just talk you through the process of how I do it. Once you've downloaded the app, open it up and then click calf registration. Then select if the calf was a male or a female. Then I type in the number, the tag number of that calf. So this one is 323. Put in the date that this calf was born, followed by the mother of the calf. I have already selected the fathers for these calves. After PDing, I inputted all that information, so you can see there it's brought up that the Limousin bull is the father here. Then you can select how the calving went. This one was absolutely fine, and if you want to, you can also add in a lot more detail. But for us, we're just looking for the sex, the date of birth, the mother, the father, and how calving went. And then after that, you can repeat the process if you have more calves to register, or you can skip forward and register them straight away to Scotty ID. With this one, as you can see, I'm adding a little more information into the record here because this heifer actually needed some assistance. After I've registered all the calves that I want to, it then allows you to do a batch registration. So I have 15 here that I want to register all at once. Just select them all, press continue, and then you have a unique code that links to, for us, Scotty ID in Scotland. So we put that code in, and then that sends it straight to Scotty ID, where we then will get the passports in a few days' time. If you're interested in finding out more about Herdwatch, please use the unique link in the description on this video. So I am shifting the tups off the neeps here. You can see there's still a heap left, but I'm shifting them because I'm going to move the yow lambs from over there onto the neeps. As you can see, there's a lot less tups to eat grass than there is yow lambs. So I have taken the decision that it makes more sense to put the yow lambs on here, because the neeps haven't done, I mean they're fine, you know, there's a good crop of neeps, it's done the tups well, but they aren't very big, so I think the harvester will struggle to lift them, and obviously, you know, time's ticking as well for getting this part ploughed. So Roxy, that'll do. So the plan is to get the yow lambs across here and get them to eat these up, and then I'm going to put the tups to a park of grass down beside the river, and obviously just keep an eye that the river doesn't flood. But I'll put them down there because there's not been anything grazing it, so I'm hoping there'll be a wee bite down there, and I'm also going to give them a bit of pellets just to keep their condition up, and obviously silage if they need it, but we shall see how much grass is there first. But yeah, I'm just trying to move these tups off the neeps. The yows are all sort of working their way through the back, as you can see, just with the noise of the bike and Roxy barking. And then that will allow me to get the yow lambs off what's left of the rape and across, out that gate, across, into that gate and onto the neeps. Stand! Perfect. Just need to go and check that the gate is shut at the other end so they don't go wandering where I need them. not going to leave them on this part because obviously this is a part that I need for ewes and lambs, but it's just like a sort of passing through field. So I'll get them there and then they'll go down across the road down towards the river. So yeah. In the last video you might remember that I mentioned Dad has gone down to Stirling to see if he could purchase a new Charlie bull for us, and he was successful. Come by! Stand! Dad came home with yesterday from Stirling. Lovely young Charlie bull from Burradon Charlies. So just giving him a quick wash, get all that soap off him, talcum powder, etc. Yeah, really pleased with him. Making friends with him. Good lad. He's got some back on him. Serious bit of length about him as well. Healing. Good lad. Good lad. What? So Davey set up a wee creep for the lammies. Just turned the ring upside down. So I am preparing for tomorrow. I am hoping to get my main twins and triplets jabbed, and then that is jabbed with heptovac, sorry, pre-lambing, and then that is when I separate the first two colours and the second two colours. So my plan is to take the first two colours down to this field that the earlies were on. So I've gone and collected 2 rings from where they are at the moment. And this is also going to become the bigger number now, so there's going to be 5 rings out here, and obviously they're molasses, lip buckets, and then I'll start this 2 colours on concentrate cake, depending on their condition after tomorrow, and then the other lot will obviously go back up to where they are just now, and they'll stay there for a wee bit longer, and again check their condition and see how they are, because they're obviously further away from lambing, so they've got a wee bit of time yet. Our cattleman Graham, he's also helping because we're getting another molasses delivery tomorrow, so he is away gathering up IBCs and getting them ready for the tanker tomorrow. And Dad is away picking up oil supplies for tractors, etc. So yeah, getting bales out here. I'll fill up the rings as well, so that after they're jabbed and separated, I can just let them straight out here to this park, to fresh fruit, molasses, etc. So I now have to see if what's left in this tank will fit in this trough. And I really hope it does, because I need this IBC empty. Right, so this morning I am up on a very windy hill, so I hope you can hear me. And I am about to gather in my main twins and triplets, so taking them down for their heptovac jabs, and then this is where I'm going to separate them as well. So yeah, let's get cracking and let's see what you hear or don't hear. Of course there's somebody crippled furthest away possible. I have noticed that I've got a few yows crippled, and I'm guessing it's just because it's been constantly wet. Their feet just aren't getting a chance. So I'll get that sorted today, hopefully pick them out and deal with them separately. Come on girls! I need yous all! Come on! I'd imagine this is gimmers that are hiding away down here. So I need to check their condition as well, obviously, because if they're not going to the food, then that is not ideal. Roxy, out! Obviously I'm not wanting to stress them out too much, but I do need to get them going the right direction. Come by. Lie down! Lie! Wait! Lie down! Wait, wait, wait. Wait! Lie down! Oh girls, I'm sure you'd love to stay on here. Not until after you've lambed. Come by. Which just got the one. Roxy can get a bit eager sometimes, so we just have to keep on top of her. But she's already seen the ewes are drifting out to the left there, so she'll peel the way down to keep an eye on that. Come by. Lie down. Lie down. Just picked up mud on my whistle, lovely. Let them wander in themselves. Gives them plenty of time, don't want to cause a crush. Stand. Out. So got them in. God, they are strand to go into the pens. I don't know why, but anyway. So yeah, gonna start jabbing and separating now. Bit of a miserable day for it, but it needs done. So yeah, that's all the 2s and 3s from the main batch. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of them. Oh, there is always one, Egypt. Just let me open the gate, right? Stand a minute. Yes, she is a gimmer. No, a wee bit further. Thank you. Donut. She was actually she'd gone through the fence into that field over there. You can just see from Taki's Rough. Don't have a clue why. Grass is always greener and all that crack, but... Right. Orange and green bums are going across to where the earlies were, and any red bum triplets. So that is my third colour triplets. I'm also picking them out just to be a bit better to them earlier on, so I don't get caught out like last year. Right, I can't decide if I'm going to heptovac the last 2 colours of twins and triplets or not. I can't decide because we're like quite a good bout from them. They could be like middle of April, so I think I might not do them and then get them back in near the time and do them, I think. Not sure if I've said this already, but my only concern with doing that is that that means you've got to handle them like again, and I'll also be busy with my earlies, so it's one of those things, like, it's better to do it then because it makes more sense to do it then, but then it's also like, am I being sensible because that's when I'm going to be busy, and yeah. Let's see how it goes, because I obviously don't have my Pari because it is in the back of the shed behind heaps of cake and barley, and I don't really want to have it sitting outside for like 2 days in the winter, which is all I'm going to need it for, because obviously I don't have any other sheep work to do. So yeah, I've never used it for jabbing them either. I know you can, I know some people do. You obviously just have to be careful because, you know, you're clamping them. It would definitely make life a lot easier for me to have it, but the pens aren't set up for it, and it's just, yeah. Anyway, let's travel away and get them done this way. And we shall see. I need to open these gates and we shall see how it goes. But I was hoping today was going to be a better kind of day, but so far I'm wrong. Let's load up the pockets. So a couple spray markers if I need to remark anything, and also so I know who I've jabbed. One gun. I'm hoping to use this one because it's a lot easier. No pipe ending, but it's the big bottles I have to vac, so it might be too heavy. One go. Second. Fine. Sore feet. Better take spare needles because wild gimmers and all that. This is where it gets deceiving because personally, you know, looking at them here, you think, yeah, you know, they look like they could be in quite good condition. Sort of just where I want them to be, but it's not until I can get a hand on them that I'll really tell, you know, how they're doing. because there's a lot of wool coverage on them at this time of year. So that's why I like to get a good feel of them now, and that gives me an idea of whereabouts they're sitting. So, got first heptovac here. I'm going to try it on this gun and see, but I do have the fear that this is going to be too heavy for this gun. But if you don't try, you won't know. Also, can we talk about why heptovac is always out of stock? Why? So we're still getting told that the excuse is Brexit, that old chestnut, and then we're also getting told it's because of COVID. And then you hear stories about batches have failed, and then you hear stories about they only make as much as they need. Well, they're clearly not making enough because everyone seems to be short of it. And then they don't tell you when you're going to get it, and then they say you are going to get it this month, and it appears like 3 months later. So if anyone is watching this, I highly doubt it, from MSD, but if you are, please can you tell us why it's never in stock when we need it? Can you not just make more of it? Like, you tell us to vaccinate against diseases and issues, but we can't vaccinate against them if we don't get the stuff. Every time it was there was a list getting created, I put my name on the list and just said, yeah, just I'll take when it's here. So I actually bought this probably summer last year. Still in date. It's in date till May 2025. So I'll get it used up. I sort of pre-bought last year to make sure that we did have enough. And I'm kind of glad we did, because although I think there is some now, there is some back in stock now in February. I think this might work. It is quite heavy, but we'll soon bash through them. Fine. So yeah, that's how I managed to get the big stuff, because that's the other thing. When you do get it, there's no small bottles. It's only like big bottles, and for a lot of people, big bottles are no use. I'm quite fortunate that this is a big batch of sheep, so 2 big bottles will do me. But yeah, it is frustrating. Please tell us why, because it is getting ridiculous now. Thank you. That's my public service announcement. Anyway, let's get cracking. I hope this doesn't blow over because the wind is fairly picking up. Not very good at going down these pens anymore. Well, they never were to start with, so it does get quite frustrating. And obviously I'm not wanting to stress them out, not wanting to push them. Roxy, out. Go on, girls, round the corner. Come on. I'll get some more in there. Roxy, here. Good girl. So Roxy has one of these collars on her. If I can get it undone one hand, there we go. So really handy, because obviously it's got a chain on it. She's got her collar on, obviously, and it's got a chain on. Find handy for clipping onto gates or to fences, wherever you might be working. And that just keeps her tied up in one spot, doesn't it, Rox? Because otherwise you'll be jumping back and forth and winding the sheep up like mad, won't you? Yes. Let's get going. Hello, you. This, funny story, just because she's here. So this yow is actually one of our own bred lambs. So she's a Texel Cross mule. In lamb with triplets. This will be her, what would it be? 2nd year lambing? 3rd year lambing? Can't remember, but last year she was definitely a single. Nice big lamb, but only a single. This year she's got triplets in her. Nice carcass on her, but yeah, last year I was like, oh, is that all you'll produce? But she's redeemed herself this year. Well, don't speak too soon, Nicola. Let's get through lambing first. Yes, as I've mentioned, this is not going to be ideal. I know it's not. but just bear with me. It's going to frustrate me as much as I'll frustrate you watching it. Great start, and I've just nipped my blinking finger. And it's cold. Nothing is going right at the moment. Deep breath. Right. Come on, lass, I need you in. Come on, lass, out of the way, out of the way. Come on. Oh, thank you. You're a green, you're a green, you're a green. Jeepers eye. So far, I mean, I know we're literally pen 1, but so far, she's a wee bit. But these are just about where I want them. So obviously just giving them a tiny wee dot, so I know that I've done them. Because as I say, this is not the ideal setup, but because we've partly demolished this pens for set up the Pari in the new shed, yeah, we've kind of got bits of everything. So heptovac is for immunity to be passed on to the lamb through the colostrum for clostridial diseases. Ideally it's done like 4 to 6 weeks out from lambing. You're done. So that's why I'm only doing this. So you done this? First 2 colours, because they're obviously within that 4 to 6 week bracket. About how you can tell at this time of year if the ewes are going to the silage or the molasses, etc. This is a fine example of one that obviously isn't. She is obviously a lot whiter than the rest of them. She's obviously a gimmer, but she's only a twin, so it's not quite so bad. Second colour. So I've just had a feel of her actually, and she's in very good condition, so there's nothing coming over her. So far, condition of the ewes, unless they're the first colour, good. Which is obviously a good place to be, because those first colour are obviously the ones that are closest to the lambs, and obviously putting more pressure on them just now. But really pleased with the condition of the rest of them. Just watching my gimmer here, not figuring out how to use her feet. Well, thankfully I'm nearly there, because things are taking a bit of a turn. It's miserable now. Even the ewes are like, just can we hurry up, because I'm fed up. Not rating life. So just about there, and of course now the sun decides to come out. Absolutely thick and soaked. Just got this little groupie to do, and then I'm going to put them to their fields. I would have been finished sooner, but I had to go help calve a cow. So Dad's at a meeting today, so I had to go help Catherine. It was quite easy, she just lay in the cattle court, so we just cracked it out, so it was fine. Nice big stot. We have got a lot of stot so far. Absolutely scunner of this. I need to get something better here, but the ewes just don't run in these pens. Like, that was the problem. I don't know why. They just have never run in these pens, and it just drives you insane. that's over. So these girls are heading to that field over there. First two colours and third colour triplets. And then these ones and the others have already started working their way back up. Or going back up to where they came from. So that's all I've got in my last two colours. So you can see a majority of them are red, but I think there's about 10 blue or something. So yeah, that's really good. I will go and put this lot across to that field. Pleased with the condition of the ewes at the moment. A lot of them are handling just perfect. Still, some of them still probably a wee bit over, but I would rather that they were over than under, especially now, because now's the time that the pressure will really be on them. So if they're at this stage and they're in good condition, I'm really happy. So hopefully that bodes well for nice big strong lambs and lots of milky ewes. On the whole, really pleased with these girls. Actually, I better go shut the gates onto the road before I open that one, get a bit keen. Well, actually I could let them out, they'll start coming out. I'll walk in front of them and open the gates into the road, and then I'll come up the hill road. Come on girls, please come before this wind blows the bloody gate shut. Is that gonna stay? Chance it. Come on rocks! Right the way and they might start coming out. So, forgot what I was saying. Anyway, gotta go shut these gates onto the road. What are the chances that they go up there towards the new shed and take a hard right and go and try to start eating the silage that's out for the earlies? I would say it's probably quite strong. Let's wait and see. Stand! Yep, knew it. Take a hard right. Ugh, bunch of donuts. Good job I've got rocks, I'll send her around in a minute. Wait, wait. Stand. Wait. Stand. Wait. Wait. How many gates at this side too? Stand. See there that those ewes have already made it to the bales of silage. Oh, they'll get a belly full. Gotta lie down. So obviously started calving. It's been going really well with the heifers. Cows have just started, and you don't win them all, unfortunately. So you can see behind me here that we've had a calf that sadly didn't make it. It actually came out dead from a cow, whether she's had a box from another cow or something, and it's caused her calf to die inside her, I'm not sure, but yeah. Unfortunately, it has come a wee bit early, so she's not got a lot of milk. So unfortunately, yeah, it's not all successful. You do get a kicking at some point, particularly when things are going relatively well. That tends to be when you get a bit of a kick in the teeth. And on another note, I also have a Texel today that I have got 2 jabs for, because one side of her udder is not hard, but it's hanging down at one side and both the lambs are only sucking the other side. Now I have caught her and I have milked her out, and it is milk still in the udder, but for some reason she's kicking them off. So whether it's the start of mastitis, I'm not sure. I'll just show you. So here it is, it's hanging down as you can see, compared to the other side. That sort of shows it a wee bit better. So I'm going to milk it out again, and yeah, hopefully we can save it if it is that. But of course, classic, she was numbered number 13, was it a sign? Hey guys! So yeah, if she'll let me, she might not let me actually, but it does feel really hot as well, so you know, it is still milk, that is still milk, but it does feel really hot, so hopefully if I can catch it before the infection takes off and save it. So got antibiotics and anti-inflammatories, pain relief. Hopefully, yeah, as I say, hopefully we can save it. I can't really put a mastitis tube up because obviously the lambs are sucking, so they would just draw it out. But I'm hoping that if this stuff can get working, it might save it. I don't know, it might be too late. So an update on the yow that I think was getting mastitis. Her udder is a lot cooler and it's not hard, still milking it, which is really positive. So I'm going to give her another couple of jabs of antibiotics and anti-inflammatories, just in case, because I don't want to have got it this far and yeah, her to go back downhill again. So I'm going to give her another jab of that and then let her back out for the rest. But yeah, it's never affected her, and it's not as droopy. If I go to the back, it's not, you know, it's not hanging down as much. It still is a wee bit obviously, but not nearly so bad, and she is letting the lamb suck it, so fingers crossed I've caught it just before it was an issue. So I think that is it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it as always. Thank you for all the continued support. I really do appreciate it all. Yeah, I am gonna get the video up about the drinkers, I promise, but it's just getting time to edit these videos. You know, take the content's the easy part, but it's time consuming and not very fun doing the editing, but I will get there whilst we are still a wee bit quieter. I will try and get it out ASAP. But for now, thank you as always for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll catch you for the next one.